Right, so why my first AI offer didn't work and probably yours too. In this, as the title says, in this video, I'm going to discuss why in my beginning stages of this AI automation space and when I was just entering into this space and, learning things around, was just setting up my own agency, was just getting a grip on whatever concept is there or whatever services are to be provided. What is this space really about? What is AI automation about? What problems does it solve? When I was learning all that stuff, I remember my first AI offer didn't working, and not just first, but actually second and third one as well. So in this video, I'm just going to discuss all these mistakes that I made as a beginner while creating my AI offer that led to me not getting any clients or not getting any deals signed through these offers, right? There are actually two parts of this video. Part one, in which I'm going to discuss these 3 points, and then part two, in which I'm going to discuss these three more points. Okay. So this video would be the part one, and yeah, that's it. Now, without any further ado, let's just get into the mistakes, right? So number one, which is I built an offer around the tech, not the problem. Okay. Being a beginner in the business agency space, I created offers like AI automation services, chatbot solutions, custom GPT integration. So, if you're someone new in this industry, not in the AI automation space specifically, but generally in the online business space or in the business space in general, right? You might not already know this, but nobody buys your products. Everybody just buys the solutions or the value you're providing through whatever product or service you have. Okay, so what I mean by that is the first offer that I created, it included terms like AI automation services, chatbot solution, like I provide AI automation services to, let's say, tree care businesses, or I provide chatbot solutions to marketing agencies, any of that, general stuff. So the harsh truth, or not the harsh truth, but the actual truth, is that nobody cares about your product or services or whatever in general you have to sell or you have to provide, right? Everybody just cares about what value you can provide to them. So in that case, you cannot just your AI offer cannot just simply say something like I sell AI automation services or I create AI automations for this niche. You actually have to provide the value, right? And that too in the offer. You have to mention the value you're going to provide, or you're going to mention the results you are capable of bringing to the other business, right? So until I realize nobody is interested in buying what I have to offer, um, I just included these terms like I sell AI automation services, I sell chatbot solutions, and whatever. What people are interested in buying are solutions to their problems. So some examples of those solutions are more revenue, lower costs, faster processes, and less manual work. So if I rather, let's take these two examples. So example number one, where I just say I provide AI automation solutions to law firms. All right. And in the second case, in the second example, my offer says something like I save law firms or I save law firms teams 30 to 40 hours per week of manual work just by providing them AI solutions or by simply integrating AI into their operating systems, right? If I say something like that, which just provides you the value upfront, which is 40 to 30 to 40 hours saved every week for the team members, and so less efforts, less work, then it just screams the value in the reader's mind, right? And that's what actually makes other people attracted to whatever you have to offer. Okay. So there's another example, which is I build chatbots for your business website and social handles, which is the not so interesting offer, which doesn't work. And the second one, which is the right offer, which is I automate 60-70% of your inbound lead qualification. So your sales team only talks to qualified prospects and saves a decent amount of time and effort, right? So there's this whole value up front that your lead qualification or your inbound lead qualification as a business is 60 to 70% automated, and your teams won't have to spend their time talking with unqualified prospects. Now, this was the problem number one, or the mistake number one that I made, which you should genuinely just avoid. Okay, out of all these six, I mean, avoiding them all is important, but still, like if you had just one choice, please don't do this. Please don't build your offer around the tech. Build it around the problem. Now, the second one, which is my offer, was too vague for anyone. Even when you frame your offer around the problem, it isn't necessary that it will attract or even reach an audience. So, the thing I'm trying to say here is that there already is a lot of competition in this online business space. Okay. And specifically, when I talk about this AI automation thing, again, there's just a bunch of competition here and there. And the thing is that offers like these, which are vague, which are built around the tech, and there are just like numerous offers roaming around the internet, roaming around the market, and people are already too bored to read them all. Okay, so one thing that actually sets you apart is that your offer representing clarity. It should be in specific terms of who it's for, what problem it solves, what outcome, and how fast. So, as I told you, like people are already bored seeing a lot of offers around the internet and getting a lot of cold emails, cold calls about these offers. So, how can you actually avoid this thing? Avoid your offer sounding too boring to other people? Is if your offer is really clear in terms of who it's for, what problem it solves, and how fast or what outcome. Okay, so the AI automation industry is too vast. Take an example of marketing agencies. The ones which go successful are the ones which niche down to either a only few industries or only specific marketing methods or platforms. The service industry is broad. To build confidence in your offer or services, you're going to niche down and solve only a specific variety of problems, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that the people already are getting too many offers. But what actually sets you apart is that if you just stick to a single niche. So if you just pick a niche like marketing agencies, like if you're an AI automation agency and you pick the marketing agency as the niche that you want to serve, then you can actually customize your offer around something like we help marketing agencies automate 70 to 80% of their work, or like this is just a general example. The offer has to be even more specific and clear than this. Something like we save marketing industries 50 to 60% of their time automating their lead qualification, project management, their project coordination, and etc. etc. Like whatever solves this, can you actually solve through AI automation? So your AI offer has to be this specific and this clear in terms of niche or industry. Now, I was solving a problem that wasn't painful enough. Okay, if you're creating an AI offer as a beginner, you're most probably going to create an offer to solve nice to have problems. Okay, now the biggest mistake I see people around this AI automation space making is that once they actually learn the skill of creating automations or creating workflows in platforms like NNN or Make.com, what they do is when they actually try to step into the market, they just try to brainstorm some ideas, right? Like what can they actually build inside this platform, and they just build a system that just came out of their head out of nowhere. And once they build it, now they actually look for who can benefit from this solution or this workflow or this system, which is a completely ridiculous thing to do. And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, because I was the one myself doing this like same mistake, making the same mistake, and just creating these nice to have solutions. Nice to have problems look something like AI meeting summaries, AI email writers, AI note taking. Now, these AI tools or these AI solutions are actually beneficial, but nobody would buy them if you just sell them individually. Like, I just provide AI meeting summary agent for law firms. Nobody's gonna buy that because it does help the business in some sort of a way, but then at the end, it isn't too necessary to be focused upon, or so that some representative of the law firm will actually contact with you, will actually work with your firm and spend their time with to have this kind of solution, which doesn't provide so much of that ROI. Sure, it does help, but not that direct ROI front, which is the interesting or the actual shiny factor for the businesses, right? So now, if you think from a business owner's perspective, solving these problems is cool, but not urgent or worth paying for. So actually, when you have to determine what problems you got to focus on to solve with your AI automation solutions, you have to look for the problems that are urgent, that are worth paying for, and that provide you any sort of direct ROI. So any problem that costs time, money, or lost revenue are the ones businesses actually pay for. And such other problems you want to solve too. So the ideal path you gotta follow whenever you have to, get into some industry or sell your AI automation solutions, whatever, is that let's say you just picked up a niche for yourself, which is again law firms. And what you did is you just asked ChatGPT that what are the potential pain points that law firms are currently facing, and that can be easily solved with AI, like not easily, but that can be simply be solved by AI automations. And we can just create an AI system around that problem so that the law firm team members don't actually have to face that problem manually. You can ask a ChatGPT something like this. It's going to tell you all these pain points. And then actually you're going to create solutions based on those problems that that the law firms are facing, and so that you actually first create something that is worth paying for, create something that actually solves the pain points, the actual urgent problems for the law firms, and something that actually sells in the long term. So, and like such are the problems you want to solve too. And why? Because any solution that solves an urgency or drives direct ROI is something your ICP would actually pay attention to. Anything else than that, which is nice to have or which doesn't provide you any sort of direct ROI, is something businesses don't really waste their time on. You might get one customers or two, but that would be if you just reach out to like 10,000. Okay, that's the reality of AI automation nowadays. That you actually have to make your offer so clear, so specific, and so promising that people actually pay attention to it, and somebody would actually agree to spend their time understanding what you have to solve for them or what you have to provide them, right? So I really hope I explained these 3 points very clear. Now I'll just explain these rest 3 points in the next video, which is going to be the second part of this thing, that why my first AI offer didn't work. And yeah, like that's it. That was the video, and I really hope I was articulate. I was able to convey my points really clear about all these three mistakes that I made. So that was the video. I really hope you liked it. I'll just see you in the next one, and yeah, that's it. Bye bye.